What's good? It's your boy E Double back with another video, and today we building a new computer. Yeah, keep it interesting. My old computer, it's about 8 years old. Has an i7-2600, one of the Sandy Bridge processors. Got about 16 gigabytes of RAM, two GTS 450 graphics cards, and yeah, Intel motherboard. I don't even remember the model, but it just wasn't keeping up with editing videos. It was still okay for Photoshop and recording music and stuff like that, but when it came to editing these videos, it was moving extremely slow, especially 4K videos. It just wasn't gonna happen. So yeah, building a new computer. So check it out. Got an i9-9900X for the processor. For the motherboard, Asus Prime Deluxe 2. GPU went with the Nvidia RTX 2070. CPU cooler went with the Corsair H150i Pro. For RAM, went with 64 gigabytes of Corsair Dominator Platinum RGB. PSU went with Corsair AX850. My SSD went with 1 terabyte 970 EVO Plus. For additional storage, 500 gigabyte Samsung 960. For the case, I went with the Corsair Obsidian 500D RGB SE. So yeah, that kind of summarizes the parts. Now, some of the things that I didn't just show off, I had bought some CableMod Pro cables to replace my cables. Just makes it a little easier when routing the cables, and makes it a little cleaner. They also just look a little better. I also have bought the Corsair RGB lighting expansion kit. It has 4 RGB strips that I was able to kind of put through the case to kind of just add a little bit more light, kind of towards the bottom and the sides where the other RGB really wasn't hidden. So it was kind of dark in those spots, so it just made it look a little better. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. I'm gonna do a quick time lapse on me building a computer. I didn't catch every single element, like me putting the GPU in and stuff like that, but shows me installing the CPU, kind of putting the CPU cooler on, kind of just routing some cables, putting the motherboard into the case, things like that, and then go ahead and show you the final result. Stay tuned. Now for what y'all came for, got the quick little time lapse. Now let's take a look at the final product. that's pretty much a wrap. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I did run into some issues. I was getting an error on my motherboard, like the CPU fan, since I'm using CPU like water cooler. There's not an actual fan plugged into that fan header by the CPU. If you just go into the motherboard settings, there's actually 2 settings that you can adjust and turn off for monitoring that cause that error not to pop up on the motherboard. It was kind of a hassle because it wasn't booting right into the OS every time the computer would turn on. It would kind of show that error, and then I would have to go into the BIOS and then select the drive to boot to get it to go. So that was definitely a hassle. Another issue I was having was with installing Windows 10. Can't recall a version. Created it with the media creation tool, and long story short, that version was having issues with the network drivers for my motherboard. So I had to revert back to an older build. I think it was like 1803 if I'm not mistaken. And then it installed fine, and I just updated. And then they actually had just released 1903. I think those numbers are right. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all watching. Please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified whenever I post new videos. Stay tuned. Appreciate y'all watching.